Hello, it's Andrew Mount for GG on Wednesday the 11th of September. I'm here in William Hill Towers in Leeds ahead of the William Hill St Leger Festival at Doncaster. I'm going to be on the radio for the next couple of days, today working with James Millman and Chris Pimlock, both ex-jockeys of some repute, and it's a wonder that pair haven't been invited to ride in the Leger Legends race which takes place today. Now, I've covered Doncaster in detail on my blog. Just one thing to note, there's a forecast headwind there today, so it could be tricky for front runners, as is often the case at Donny. So look for those hold-up horses. So I'd certainly want to include Hammergun in my calculations in that Leger Legends race now. He's got a good course record and does well from off the pace, and Norfolk Healy takes the ride. Now, we've also got a good meeting at Kempton tonight. I put up one there on my blog earlier on. That was Cesse Ceylon for Rafe Becker, first time blinkered filly. That was the angle there. The trainer does really well with his first time blinkered runners in lowly all-weather handicaps. She's been back from 16s into 13 to 2, so that's encouraging, and hopefully she'll give us a good run for our money. But there's another couple of bets I like there tonight, and the first of those goes in the 6:30, another 7 furlong handicap, this time for older horses. Now, there's been a really strong bias over the 7 furlong trip at Kempton this year. We've had 43 course and distance handicaps, and no less than 39 of the 43 races have been won by a horse drawn between stalls 1 and 6. So look to those drawn low. Now, strangely here, 7 of the first 9 in the betting are drawn 7 or higher, so there could be some value amongst the low numbers. And Ed Walker's got one here from stall 5 called Turn to Rock. Widely available around about the 8 to 1 mark. He ran a decent time, went second at 33 to 1 in a 6 furlong maiden here last time out, and he won't have to improve much on that effort, if at all, to make a winning handicap debut. His trainer's been in really good form, 7 winners from 23 runners in the past fortnight, so Turn to Rock, the first bet, goes in the 6:30. Now, over a mile at Kempton, the bias is not quite as strong as the 7 furlong bias, but again it helps to be drawn low. In handicap company over a mile, we've had 52 races this year, I should say, and 43 of the 52 were again won by horses drawn between stalls 1 and 6. We've got 2 non-runners here drawn wide, coming out of 11 and 14. I'm sure that's just coincidence, but do make a note of those horses, as it often pays to follow wide-drawn non-runners at the all-weather when they make their next start. Now, the favourite here is Purgatory in stall 9 at 2 to 1. Not the best of draws, although he did almost overcome a similarly difficult draw at Thirsk last time. In big field handicaps there, over 7 furlongs and a mile, it's hard to win from very low draws. He was drawn in stall 1 and was only just got beat and may have been slightly unlucky. So I'd respect Purgatory despite the draw, but the one I'm going to put up at a bigger price is Kodiak Lass. Now, she was disappointing at Chelmsford last time when stepped up to a mile for the first time, but I think it was the track, not the distance, that beat her. Now, Chelmsford doesn't suit every horse, and I'd be quite happy to forgive one poor run there. Regular listeners to William Hill Radio will have heard about my Chelmsford flop system, and she's a qualifier on that angle. The last time she ran here at Kempton was in June, over 7 furlongs. She kept on really well into 6, beaten 3 lengths in a handicap that day when Harry Bentley was last on board. Interesting to see him back on board. He's got a good record for the Botty Yard, and of course his stable's in really good form. They had a 66 to 1 winner earlier at Wolverhampton this week. So Kodiak Lass round about 9 to 1. I think one firm are paying 4 places on this. That's Bet Victor, so avail yourself of that concession if you can get it. So just to summarise, at Kempton tonight, 2 additional bets from the one I put up on my blog earlier. That's in the 6:30, the Ed Walker train Turn to Rock, and in the last race, the 8:30 Kodiak Lass. Both are each way prices, and I wouldn't put you off the each way double either. That's it. Best of luck. Have a good day, and I'll catch you tomorrow.